Welcome to Math 152 Matlab video series, Chapter 1, starting with Matlab. What is Matlab? It's an interactive program for doing numerical computation. It stands for Matrix Laboratory. These are the various applications. The default view has got 4 windows: current folder, command window, workspace, and command history. Here is a list of the purpose of each window. Please note that command window is the main window and you can enter variables and run programs. Here is a list of commands for managing the work session. You can ask for help in Matlab. You type F1 or type help general, help mean, square root, that is all the commands that you are looking for. Here is how you can use the command window. You always place the cursor at the prompt and type the commands. Here is a list of rules that you need to keep in mind for variable names. The same rules apply for file names. Now, variable names are case sensitive. It can contain up to 63 characters. It must start with a letter, followed by letters, digits, and underscores. No built-in functions, no spaces and punctuation marks between characters. You can use only underscore. Here is a list of some special variables. ANS is the default variable for results. The value of pi, you use pi, infinity, INF. Here is a list of reserved words or keywords that you cannot use as variable names. What are script files? It is a sequence of commands that are executed in the order the commands are written, but the outputs are displayed in the command window. So here we are talking about editor window. Here is a list of arithmetic operations. You have addition, subtraction, multiplication, right division, left division, and exponentiation. The order of precedence: always brackets come first, then other operations like exponentiation, trigonometric functions, log functions. Division, multiplication, equal priority, so you go from left to right unless you have some brackets in between. Addition, subtraction, equal priority. Here is a list of different formats available. The default format is short with 4 decimal places. Format long for 15 decimal places. Format bank for 2 decimal places. Format short E for the scientific notation with 4 decimal places. Here is a list of the built-in functions available in Matlab. The square root function, sqrt, nth root, is for finding the real nth root of a real number. Pi, exp for exponential functions, abs for absolute value, log for natural base logarithms, log 10 for base 10 logarithms, factorial, then sine of x if the x is coming in radians, that is by default, and if you want to specify that x is coming in degrees, you have to use sine d. Similarly, a sine x and a sine d if you want to get the angle. Here are the rounding functions. Round x, it rounds to the nearest integer. Fix rounds towards 0. Ceil rounds towards infinity. Floor rounds towards minus infinity. And remainder returns the remainder after x is divided by y. Here is an example for a computation. Len of absolute value of x squared minus y cubed when x is 1.2 and y is 3. So this is the editor window. See, assign the values first. Note that when you assign, you just put a semicolon. And then you're calculating the expression. And here I have a comment, part A, so you use the percentage sign. Similarly, part B. And here is the command window. So you get the commands along with the outputs. Another example where you're asked to verify the trigonometric identity by substituting x equal pi by 9. And you have to use format long, so specify that format in the beginning, then define x is pi by 9, calculate the left hand side and right hand side, and also add a comment that you have verified the identity because both left hand side and right hand side have got the same values. We'll work on some problems from the exercise in chapter 1, GLAT. Question number 3. We'll be working in the command window for now. This is a comment for question 3. Let's call the numerator as n. So 15 times square root of 10 plus 3.7 raised to 2. You can continue in the same line. The denominator is log to the base 10 of 1365 plus 19. Now I have an error here, unbalanced or unexpected, parentheses or bracket. So here there is an extra bracket, so you can get back the command and edit it. Using the up and down arrow keys, you can get back the command, and I'll just remove this bracket, and there I have it. Now the answer can be stored in a new variable n over d. So the value is 11.4200. What if I want to change this to a negative? So the new value is 230.6490 and stored in the default location ANS. Let's clear the command window and clear all variables from the memory. So we cannot save anything that we type in the command window, so we will introduce a script file or the editor window. We'll always type clc clear all, close all, echo on, diary on, echo off, diary off, and save it first. Matlab file names always start with a letter, and you can fill it with underscores, so no space or special characters are allowed. And you can save them in your home drive. We'll continue with part B. Let's run this file using the run icon or F5 on the keyboard. So you will see this directory. Current folder has c1_1.m. So this is actually question 13 in your textbook. You have to verify the identities when x is given as 12 degrees. So let's define what is x. Then the left hand side is tan d of 4 times x, because x is given in degrees. We want to see the value, so let's not put the semicolon. On the right hand side is 4 times tan d of x minus 4 times tan d of x raised to 3 divided by 1 minus 6 times tan d of x raised to 2 plus tan d of x raised to 4. Now let's have a look at the output. So run. Yes, both the values are the same, so make a comment there. Identity is verified. Alright, so You can run that again. Let's move on to a new file. So you click on the new icon, copy these two lines, echo off, diary off, separated with a comma. Let's save this one as C1_2. Run this file once, make a comment. It's C, actually refers to question number 40. A projectile is launched at an angle theta and speed v0. The projectile's travel time, t travel, maximum travel distance, x max, and maximum height, h max, are given by the following formulae. You are given v0 is 600 feet per second and theta is 54 degrees. G is 32.2 feet per second squared. So let's define all the known values. v0 is 600, theta is 54, and G is 32.2. We'll calculate the t travel. So let's call it as tt, given by the formula 2 times v0 times sine d of theta divided by g. X max is 2 times v0 square times sine d of theta times cos d of theta divided by g. H max is 2 times v0 square times sine d of theta raised to 2 divided by g. Let's run this file and look at the answers. So this means time for travel is 30.1497 seconds. The maximum x value is 1.0633 times 10 raised to 4. This is the scientific notation. Similarly for h max. Moving on to part D. Here is how you use the help window. So we'll clear the command window for now using CLC. Matlab is case sensitive, so if you type capital CLC, you will get an error saying undefined function. So small CLC. You have to use the help window to find a display format that displays the output as a ratio of integers. For example, the number 3.125 will be displayed as 25/8. So change the display to this format and execute the following operations. So how do you use the help? You type help, and what are you looking for? Some kind of format. So type help and the name and press enter, and just scroll through that and see, yes, here you are, format rat, approximation by ratio of small integers. So you have to use the format in the beginning of the computation. So you write format rat part A. Let's give the name for the output as D. It's 5/8 plus 16/6. Have a look at the output. It's a ratio of integers. You can try part B on your own.